Ironhawk Financial, Joseph Lombardi, managing partner, 203-815-3673. You can check him out at www.ironhawkfinancial.com. Why should you call Joe? Well, simple. He's a good guy. That's the first reason. Maybe the next reason is you're thinking about your retirement and the funds you have available, how you might want to capitalize on those funds currently, maybe use some of those same systems that the rich and famous use. Take advantage of it today. Contact Ironhawk Financial, Joseph Lombardi. Let him know the Kevin Allen Show sent you. And hello, and how we doing? I don't like this little high. Let's just fix that right there. Here we go. So welcome. Here it is, a Tuesday afternoon. It is smoldering hot. I've got jeans, a T-shirt on. I don't know what I'm doing. I should be in shorts and enjoying this hot, beautiful summer weather as it's getting near the end of summer. I don't want to remind you of that, but it is. But I just wanted to come on fast. We got a few things that have been popping up. We've been talking, September really is going to be the official schedule launch of a whole bunch of different stuff. And we'll be talking about that down the road. I wanted to come on today, though, and just talk a little bit about just personally this journey and this experience I've been on. And I got some emotion in me right now that's personal and family related, and I'm going to keep that to the side. But right now I wanted to talk about something that took place this weekend. And what I'm talking about is a church actually had a fire locally in Connecticut. And if anyone saw over the weekend on Sunday, actually, most of the people in southeastern Connecticut, New London County, Connecticut, woke up to the news that on Saturday night, this church right here, this is a very historic church, by the way, over in the Taffville section of Norwich. And this historic church has been around for a long time. And you'll even see on there, it says congregational. It is not a congregational church currently. This is a house of worship that is being used currently by the occupants, who are some beautiful people. They are people who actually, when I walked into this very church, not last Sunday because it was closed down because of the fire, but a week before that, on my little journey that I do, as I travel around on Sundays and I go and try to find different churches and things to do, I came across this church. And I saw this big green church, and I'm like, it's green. How many churches are green? And I drive my old red truck, and where I go on Sundays, I find myself to be, and I'll enjoy the moment. I don't care what flavors inside the building. I'm just going there to enjoy people and the spirit, right? God's driving me that way. So I go to this place a week before this fire took place. Again, we'll put it right up here so you can see it. And a week before this fire, this very building right here, this historic building, I think it was built maybe in the 1800s, if I recall talking to John Penny from the New London Day paper, who was doing an article about it. This very historic building, I went in a week before because it said Congregational Church right on the outside, and I figured I'm going to go to the Congregational Church on my travels. So I stopped in this beautiful little church here a week before the fire that took place, right? And so when I walked in, I quickly noticed that my cowboy boots were supposed to be off. And what I mean by that, in the entire building, in the entire worship area, not heavily attended, mostly middle-aged, older folks, some younger people scattered in there. Definitely was encouraged to see that. But everyone had their shoes off. So right away, I'm thinking, well, Kevin, where did you end up? Where'd you show up? What is this place? And what are you doing in this really beautiful building? But why are you here? Well, you sometimes just follow that inner voice, right? God's telling you where to go, how to do it. And the one thing I think about this particular building was that it was green. It's a green church, right? It's a green church. So I enjoyed that service so much. So much. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was actually 2 hours. It was a Orthodox church. And it was in Arabic. And the people in there were beautiful, beautiful people. They you could tell the love in their heart, and they were very welcoming to me. And in fact, even when in my own confusion, because I'm new to this whole game, right? It's not a game, but you know what I mean. As I decided I was going to go up to accept some bread, I was informed this is an Orthodox church. You can't if you're not Orthodox. And it makes sense to me now. I didn't know where I was then. And listen to me when I say this church, it was a 2-hour service, guys. All right. I'm usually good for 40 minutes. My attention and deficit disorder kicks in. But in this church this day, a week prior to the fire that took place in the same building, I sat and I understood somehow, some way, everything that the priest was talking about. I understood it. I understood the words. I understood that it didn't mean nothing to me that it was not my language that I don't speak. And it was something ironic about it is that the priest actually that day said one word over and over and over again during his sermon, his 2-hour sermon. 2 hours. 2 hours. Sitting in a hard wooden chair, up and down, people's shoes off around me. I got my boots on. At first I was, what am I doing here? And then I realized it's where I belonged. It's where I belonged. And so great church. And that word that kept on repeating in this building, this historic building that now has damage from a fire, is a simple word. But it's a word that's been so important to me as of late. And the simple word that I talk about is sinner. Sinner. The sermon was about sinners and sinning. And I felt so appropriate that, where I've come from and where I'm going, how the words used. And as I said, I didn't understand any of the words other than the one word sinner. It was a week before the fire that I talk about at this very green building right here, this church in Taftfield, Connecticut. We'll attach to the link here when this goes out some information. I think there's some fundraisers going on. I think there's some folks trying to help. And if you're out there in the church world, right, and you got some space, maybe you want to reach out to this church. And if you need information, please use us as a connection. We'll reach out to the church officials and help you get coordinated if you cannot find your way over to the church. But these are beautiful people, and they deserve to get their church back and up in condition so they can have service inside this very historic building. And I look forward to going back again. And I just sit here. I was in shock on Saturday night. I got a text from our friends, my friend Dawn, our friends, Dawn Matos, who sent me and said, was that the church you were at? And she knew very well that I posted a week before that after this amazing experience at this very church, the church that I attended. And as I said, no English spoke, but the word I only understood was sinner. A week later, there's a fire. I mean, I don't know how to best summarize this whole situation, but I will say to you that it is certainly I feel a connection, and I feel a connection to the folks there. I actually was supposed to have a meeting, I believe, with the priest, and we exchanged some information. So it's a good time to reach out to him and find out what's going on. And that's a local issue, folks. That's right there, an issue that I think, is something that is important for the community. That church has been there since 1800s. And, when we look around our world today, there's so much. It's so fancy to kind of criticize church or pick on it or to make it like it's just not really important or part of the foundation. Heck, I didn't understand it for the longest time, and I'm not being holy roller on you. But this is a historic location that people come to and gather to and certainly enjoy celebrating their belief in Christ right here at this building. It is a congregational church, by the way. People can come in and congregate right there in that very building. So I recommend you go and check it out, guys. That's the story for today. That's what's on my mind. You'll be hearing more announcements, some new partnerships that are being created right now, working really hard. Of course, our guy, and we always talk about him, Ironhawk Financial, Joseph Labardi. Go and check him out. It's a great partner with us at 203-815-3873. Give him a call today. Let him know you need help. He'll give you the best consultation. Tough word there, Joe. He'll give you the best consultation. He'll give you the best advice, and he'll let you make the informed decision. He's not going to push you in any direction other than to benefit you right there. Go and check out Ironhawk Financial. Guys, this is it, man. A midday little break. Go and try to help that church if you're in the community. Everyone have a godly day, and just want to spread the love.